Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the hog since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense lining up for a first down play. Power football with the run. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Looking to pass. It's Coffee. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a crease. It's Wheeler. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Coffee. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texans. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
On the run, it's Wheeler. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Coffee. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. Stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy is dangerous with his legs.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
That's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. And he breaks into the open. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Right back to the well. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll sneak it. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. Texas 14, Arkansas 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets it out fast. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the 1st down.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Trying to beat the D deep. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
The Razorbacks will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. It's Coffee. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. He's got the ball, and it's live. Here comes the Texas offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at that, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, the ground game. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He makes the connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Working that left side down. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look. So there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
They go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Wants to throw on second down. It's complete. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Scanning the field, it's Coffee. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Send that offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here and you do it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Dropping back, it's Coffee. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. This one's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard.
It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he tacked on the extra point, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 28, Arkansas 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Movement here from the tight end. Here's the handoff. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll run it from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice... Defense is able to stop it.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 35 over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
First down for this offense. To throw, it's Coffee. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Owen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Going up top on first down. They're trying to get to him. Shakes off the defender. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That
fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This offense has a second down play. They'll go right back to him. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time.
Looking deep. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriends and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll try the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were